What you doing? What you see?
What if the way we experience reality is only a fraction of what truly exists? Some children, and perhaps even more specifically children with autism, report something more extraordinary.
Who are you saying goodnight to?
Him. Good night.
Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers was talking about that. His son is like tuned in to spirits. Like maybe we all have that in us, but it's blunted.
I think what happens is that the information is contained within the waves, but those waves are at frequencies that most of us aren't tuning into.
We've assumed that because they're not able to verbally communicate that they're not competent. And then it turns out they've got a vast amount of knowledge that nobody had any idea.
Savant skills are very narrow abilities that can occur in an autism population, but can also occur with other people. About 50% of people who are considered savants are autistic.
One of the things that we know is that their perception is different from ours. They're very light sensitive and sound sensitive. There's some autistic children that have to wear noise canceling headphones because they can hear too much.
The kids seem to be able to communicate readily with spirits, those who have passed. I mean, many of them talk about seeing angels, and this is common. It's not like 1 in 5. I'd say almost all of them can speak other languages, see spirits, see beings from another realm, if you will.
Another element of this is sort of presuming competence, that there is somebody in there. They're very intelligent. They're very articulate if they can just get it out.
Does this heightened perception enable these children to see spirits or beings beyond our physical world?
Nothing very unusual happened with Willa until she was about 2 or 3 years old. I took her to the local park. Lots of kids playing, lots of people around. It's a late spring day. I was just sitting not too far from her, watching her. And she was standing looking at a tree. It was a fairly good-sized tree, and there was a limb that came sort of out from the side where somebody could reasonably be sitting. And then I could see that she was talking to the tree. And my first thought was, isn't that sweet? She loves the trees. She's talking to trees. When we got back from the park, she was drawing with chalk in the driveway. And she said, I'm going to draw you my other mother. And I didn't want to frighten her. And I said, well, tell me about your other mother. And she said, well, she was up in the tree.
Many parents have reported that their children, even though nonverbal, describe encounters with beings or energies that no one else can see.
My youngest daughter, who's 17, is autistic. She has seen things since age 7. She's been so sensitive and descriptive and terrified at times of a hat man, shadow figures, voices, a little boy, so many stories of things she's seen. I don't doubt she's experiencing something, but I've recently had 2 different people on the spectrum experience things in my home.
My daughter's 6 years old. All her life, it's been as if she can see things that aren't visible to us, and she knows about things we've never told her or things that are about to happen. My daughter is autistic and semi-verbal, so she can't always describe her experiences with words in a way that makes sense to us, but when she has been able to communicate her experiences, I've been unable to come up with a rational explanation for them.
Who?
Good night.
Jagger, there's no one up there.
He's up there.
Show me.
He's up there. He's up there.
Show me where the ghosts are.
Right over there in the tank.
Okay. Are they real?
Yeah, they are real.
Are they mean?
Yeah.
What happened? Who touched your leg? Who? Who's scaring you? Who?
Lucy?
Hi.
Who are you saying hi to? Who are you saying hi to? Dude, you need to stop that.
These experiences are often described as both awe-inspiring and terrifying, hinting that these kids' perceptions might be far more expansive than our own. Individuals sometimes convey their encounters with astonishing clarity.
When Willa got older, she came to my husband and I and told us that she was seeing things. I would hear Willa move from her bedroom to maybe use the bathroom at night and hear her say, "Stop it!" It was difficult for Willa because she couldn't block them out. She lost a lot of sleep. She was nervous. She was sometimes frightened. for a mother to watch her child being petrified and abused, not by some child that I could have a talk with or an adult that I could have a conversation with, but something unseen.
The term that has risen to the top for people on the spectrum is neurodivergent. Mm-hmm. And when you really think of that word, the neurodivergence, it tells you right there that your ability to perceive and process information is different than other people.
Detailing intricate descriptions of beings, places, and messages that they receive from beyond. These reports suggest that autistic individuals may have an unfiltered connection to something beyond the material world.
You know, it's apparently pretty common that they are having communication with dead relatives or that they visit heaven, and they're bringing it up, right? It's not like somebody's asking them a question and going like, so, hey, do you talk to Grandpa such and so who's on the other side?
My guest had a son, 7 years old, the worst kind of autism, can't read, can't write, can't spell, and all of a sudden, he starts communicating with the most profound thoughts coming from heaven.
If these children can perceive realms beyond our reach, it opens the door to a vast, untapped world of possibilities. Are their heightened sensitivities and unique neurological wiring allowing them to access frequencies and dimensions that the rest of us are blind to? Could it be that we, too, have the potential to perceive these hidden layers of reality, but simply lack the tools or awareness to unlock them?
Over the years, the people have contacted me because they had this experience with this child. The child did a, sort of a mediumship reading. That went totally against what their belief system was. So what I'd say is it's not that you have to believe, it's that you have to not disbelieve.
Approach everything with open-minded skepticism. And being an open-hearted skeptic doesn't mean you don't ask questions. It doesn't mean you don't explore the truth, but you need to be open that the truth might be very different than what you think it is.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider supporting the channel by checking out the link in the description. See you in the next one.